Hello YouTubies, this is Joker Scribe and thanks for watching one of my amazing YouTube videos. Just think about it, you're very lucky to be here. Right now you're actually watching something marvelous on YouTube. You came to my channel and then suddenly you found out that you're going to watch something absolutely brilliant. How lucky are you? How lucky are you to be here watching me on the video? It's not bad at all, is it? Anyway, let's talk about the video at hand. Alright, so there's certain people on YouTube and they come onto your channel and say, oh, you're a troll. Oh, you're a troll, you're making this video, you must be a troll. And you're making porn reviews, let's say, or you're ripping the piss out of the Queen or Prince Philip and Margaret Thatcher, but that makes you a troll. Listen guys, a troll isn't any of that. A real troll is not somebody who comes onto YouTube now and again and rips the piss out of the royal family or something like that. They are people who purposely go about trying to ruin other people on YouTube or trying to make people commit suicide, etc, etc. They are not people who come onto YouTube and act like comedians, who are not really attacking anybody who is not high up in the world, like the king and the queen. Do you think they really give a damn? Do you think they come to YouTube and watch it? No. But the people who are real trolls will go around to one video after another. I'm not just talking about childish, immature, dumbass trolls, just leave a few comments like a pot shot. That's not real trolling. Real trolling is building people trust and then stabbing them in the back later. And I've seen it. I've seen it a lot. People who know me on YouTube will know I've dealt with a lot of trolls who will do that. Some of them, let's say you're making a Doctor Who video and you do a series of that, you'll get some people who will try to be your friend. They will do it because they want to build their channel up using you. And then later they will spread smear campaigns against you to make you look like the bad guy so that they can then get your views, but only when they get to a specific level. That's sort of the idea of what a troll actually is. Another idea is that people can go a lot further than that. If people think I'm a troll, listen to some things that have actually been done. Alright? Here's one thing. Let's say people don't realise how easy it is to build a fake BBC website up. Now when I say website, I'm talking about a web page. It's easy to make a fake BBC web page if you know what you're doing. And it doesn't take that long to actually learn how to do it. But I'm not going to give any people ideas on how to actually do it, because people will then go around like a child and start creating stupid stories. But you can actually get some people who will make a fake BBC website and they will link it to people who they don't like on YouTube, or somebody in the community that they are trying to stab in the back. And by doing so, what they'll do is they'll say, oh, this person has been raping cats or was caught having sex with a sheep. And it's on the BBC website and they'll write it as professionally as they possibly can. One way to actually tell this is actually a real troll is to look for spelling errors, to look for grammar mistakes, etc. Because the people who write the BBC websites don't usually make many, although they still make some. But even then, some people can actually be pretty good at English, so you've got to be a bit careful with that. And then you get these people and they will then make a video, link it to the BBC website and say, look what this person has been up to. In the past, a few years ago, he did this and that and this. And it's on the BBC website, which is fake. So suddenly people actually consider that person to be bad. And it can be somebody who is, on YouTube. It can be one of your competitors or something. And that's a good way of actually destroying somebody. And that's something I can actually do, by the way, but I choose not to, because I'm not a scumbag. Alright? Another way is some people have YouTube names which are a little bit dodgy with the fonts. Now what I mean by that is you get an I, uppercase I, and the lowercase l looks exactly the same. So what do some people do, and I have mentioned this on my channel before, and then people start to copy it. People will make these channels up and it will look identical to the other channel that they are impersonating, and then they will go around trolling those people, and they will put, let's say, your video on the homepage of the YouTube channel, and when they click on it and leave a comment on it, it's on your channel, so suddenly you look like the scumbag. And that has been done to try to create smear campaigns of confusion, but it usually doesn't work. It's only temporary, and people will actually figure out eventually. It's not the only way of doing things, but if you do something long enough and often enough, people start to believe it. Alright? So if you're making these, let's say somebody makes a fake BBC website, makes a video, and then starts talking to people, having conferences, talking to them, etc., spreading these rumours, making it grow, making it expand, they can just have a domino effect, where that leads onto one thing, leads onto the next, leads onto the next, and suddenly you can destroy that person. So people do and have done this in the past. They have created smear campaigns. I remember somebody who tried it on with me. Unfortunately, that person left in tears on YouTube, if people actually remember. And how did I actually do that? Well, I actually figured out from a friend, my granddad, a long time ago, that one of the best ways to deal with trolls, or anybody who is, scum in the world, or bully, is not through anger. It's not coming onto YouTube and screaming and shouting. It's through comedy. You rip the piss out of trolls. You rip them apart, and they do not like it. You make fun and mockery of their trolling, and that eventually winds them up, and it's very, very difficult on YouTube. It really is very difficult to actually use smear campaigns anyway, because what it usually does, and people don't realize this, it usually feeds the channel you're attacking. So when you're attacking these people, and if they react negatively, they're screaming and shouting in front of the video, all the trolls will come on and they will continue spreading the rumors. But if you rip their piss, you have a laugh, you come on YouTube and say, well, listen, people have been flagging down my videos, you know what, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to start making videos about fluffy bunnies and teddy bears, etc. And because YouTube is a bit soft and doesn't like that sort of thing, you don't get angry, you take the piss. That's one way of actually doing it. This is why comedians are some of the strongest anti-trolls out there. They know exactly what they're doing. And because of this, they have enormous power, because people are willing to listen to them. Okay, I want to name another way that some people actually do it. They will look at a competitor's video, for instance, on YouTube, and they will either downthumb it or flag it for many different reasons. It can be somebody said a swear word in it, or it can be one reason or another. And they'll sometimes even try to wind the person up. They'll try to wind the person up, and the person will then make the mistake of coming onto YouTube screaming and shouting and raving in front of the camera. And when they do that, whoopsie, you've committed a violation of community guidelines. They will then flag that video, and by flagging it, the video gets taken down. You get a strike, and then potentially you might get your whole channel down, which is what these people try to do. They try to corrupt things so they look like the good guy and you look like the bad guy. But one thing I don't like being accused of, guys, is being a troll. Because if you really wanted to see a troll, if I really was a troll, I could be a damn right evil one, because I know exactly how to do it. But then again, I am not a troll. Alright, so thank you for watching, and goodbye for now. So people come on my channel, right? You're coming on here and you're trying to have a piece. You're trying to have a piece of me. A piece of me pie. Many have tried. Many have failed. To have a juicy, chunky piece of King Scribe's pies. You're kidding me? How many people have actually managed to do that? None. Nobody's managed to have a piece of my pies.